here, and I was just going through my Morgan collection, and I thought you might enjoy seeing some of these. I haven't really gone through it in a while. Let me pull some of these out of here, and let's go through them together and see what you think. All right, hold on. Really quickly about the Morgans and why I collect them. I'm sitting here on a website called US Coin Value Advisor, and there are many places to get values for Morgans, but what's interesting about this particular service is here's an example of returns on one particular Morgan over time. Of course, they've picked like the most expensive Morgan, but I collect in the MS64 range, and you can see if you had bought, and I can't attest to their values, they say that they get them from reliable sources and numismatic associations and auction results. But if you had started with a 1889 Carson City in MS64 in 1985, that coin went from 11,500 to about $82,000 over the next 20 years. So not a bad return, huh? And you'd have to buy the service here to see the returns on other coins. But numismatics and high-grade numismatics are definitely an interesting part of a portfolio to consider, and this is why people collect them, because they do appreciate. Now, like many things, the market runs hot and cold, and we could see some slip back here, as people are putting more money in the stock market. So definitely consider carefully if you want to be part of this, but this is why I diversify into numismatics, and there's nothing more fun and easy to participate in than the Morgan silver dollar market. Many of the coins you're about to see were purchased between $40 and $60, and some were several hundred. Of course, as you get into key dates, you will find that sky's the limit on some of the prices. All right, so here we go. I keep these in these school binders in these flexible plastic trays here, which make them easy to get to and review and see where I have holes and where I don't have holes. My set is for the most part MS64. I do have some MS65s and some other ungraded versions, but mostly I'm shooting for an MS64, and I am no better than halfway on this set. So, but each coin was purchased by me, and I'm happy to have them. Some of these were bought from the coin shop, some were bought on eBay. I don't have any reservation buying a graded coin on eBay. That's a 63. I'm not sure why I have a 63 there, but that is a 7 tail feather, 1878. Here's a Carson City, 1878. But this is one of those eBay stories where what they say is true. This coin has clearly been cleaned, and it was not sold as cleaned. But definitely would not have bought it had I known it was cleaned. But now, after a bit of experience with these Morgans, you can certainly tell that it's been cleaned up. Okay, so I'm looking to replace that one. I don't want any cleaned coins in my collection. I prefer they be slabbed and graded. Here is the real deal. There's an 1878S in MS64. That's a beauty. Beauty. I like the blast white myself. I'm not searching out the toned. This one had a black spot over here near the America. Beautiful coin though. And let's see, here is a 1879. This one's in MS65, which again I don't collect, but I happened to get some of these from AppMex on a random
random year MS65 deal, and was sorry I did because I paid too much. I'm not sure what this is selling for today, but I believe APMEX sold this for about $200, and of course the dates were nothing to write home about. But the condition of the coin is clearly gorgeous, just gorgeous. And that's an old green holder. I think that's why I bought these. I think it was random year old green holder, which some people say these will upgrade if you resubmit them. That 1879S. It's a beautiful coin. I wish that Carson City was that pretty. Here is a MS64. There's another one. I don't know if you can tell the difference between a 65 and a 64. I know, well, some of you can. I know that you guys spend a lot of time learning the differences here, but really to the naked eye or to the novice investor, hard to tell. Really hard to tell. Gorgeous blast white coin. And I'll try to look up what I paid for some of these. I don't have it in front of me, but I do. I keep a good inventory on my Morgans because they are quite the valuable coins, as you might, think. If money was no object, I would collect the 65s, but on my budget, I will never complete a 65 set. So I'm doing 64. Authentic 64s, uncleaned. There's an 1880S, old green holder. Here's one I bought raw and got it from a coin shop I trust. So he thought that was MS64. All right, that's about the only way I buy the raw collector Morgans now is from a trusted coin shop. But I really don't want them. I really do want them. I want them slabbed, PCGS. Not NCG so much. For the older coins, I like PCGS. Here is an 1880S. Here's another one in MS65. So I do have a duplicate on this. Look at how gorgeous that is. And that's beautiful. I wish you could see it outside the plastic. I see I'm getting some toning on this one, which is not my goal, but I know some people do like that. That is a gorgeous coin. Can you believe 150-year-old coin? Just like the day it came out of the bag. Hold on one second. I'll be back with the next date run.
The other thing that you will notice is as you get deeper and deeper into this hobby and you look at the mintages, you have to understand that the mintages are not the way that values are determined on Morgan silver dollars, or not always. Now, in the case of a low mintage coin, of course, those are going to be more valuable, but there are actually some higher mintage coins that have become more valuable as a result of the United States melting so many. So the way that I determine whether a coin is rare or not is not strictly by the mintage. I go to one of my reference materials. Let's see. We are on my inventory of Morgans. What I've done is gone to the collector's guide where they tell you the values. And of course, the values are not stratified in a really useful way. But one thing they do year by year and mint mark by mint mark is give you the mintage, but also give you the relative values. So in the particular book edition that I was looking at, they were valuing an uncirculated at $35 and or $45 or 60 or $80. What I did is went back and color coded these based on the values. Okay, not so much the mintage, because you can have. Let's see if we can find a good example of a high mintage coin with a high value. Let's see. 9 million sells for $45. So here's two. So an 1878S has a mintage of about 9 million, and that has, according to this book, when I transcribed these had a $45 value. Another 9 million mintage coin, an 1879 S, has a value of $35. So there's a 50% premium on the 78S, although the mintages are the same. Why is that? Obviously because a lot of the 78S's got melted. So don't go just by mintage. Do search out the relative values of these coins, and you'll know if you're bidding on a common date, right, or whether you're bidding on something that is one of what they call the better dates. And you can see on the common dates, it's not unusual to get those between 30, 40, 50, $60. But as you get into the rarer, the less common dates, or like for example, $97 I paid for 78S, and then I also paid 126 for another one. So these tougher dates, as indicated by the relative value, which is uh, pink in my spreadsheet, you would expect to pay a lot more for. And you'll find that there are a lot of the common dates on eBay. It's a lot harder to find the rarer dates on eBay anyway. And if you're only looking for MS64, then your universe is even smaller. Okay, let me go on to the book.
1881. That's a coin shop purchased. He thought MS64. It's interesting, some of the raw coins that I have purchased from the coin shop are getting the toning around the rims, probably improperly handled. So there's an 1881 O. New Orleans had beautiful, beautiful coins. They're among the more beautiful of the Morgans, I think. Here is another MS, this is a 65, purchased from APMEX in their random coin deal, so of course it was a duplicate, but look at how gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Cannot complain about that coin. You can collect these all day long and not worry about your investment. Some of the best returning coins of all time have been these graded Morgans, authentic Morgans. Here's an 1881 Carson City and MS64, an easier date Carson City. I love having these. I would take a trunk of these if I could. Look at that beautiful Carson City. Don't you love that? I don't take these out very often. They're stashed away really good. Because the album is somewhat valuable, it's not the kind of thing I keep around. Here's another 65, again from APMEX, cost me about $200, which was a ripoff at the time. 1881S. When I did that random deal, original green holder APMEX purchase, I went back on eBay afterwards, and virtually every coin they had given me was $20, $30 cheaper in the same grade on eBay. But nonetheless, it was worth a shot. Love the original green holders, also love the rattlers when I can find them because they could upgrade. Did you know that the difference in price between a 65 and a 66 could be literally like hundreds and hundreds of dollars? And for the price of these Carson Cities, you really want to get them slabbed, guys, unless you've got a better eye than I had. The camera can play tricks on these things, but up close and personal, the difference between an authentic and a cleaned, totally obvious. So I'll be looking to upgrade that one. Okay, lesson learned. Trouble with cleaned coins, and not that they're not valuable in a Carson City, but if you ever go to sell it, you're just going to have a really tough time, and people are going to call you a thief and everything. Here's an 82S MS64, original green holder. Also beautiful. Just beautiful. Don't you love that? Oh man. MS64 is such a cool grade. MS65 is better, but here's something in between. 82S. It's a 64 plus. Look at the luster on that thing. Man alive. If I were to start over buying Morgans, I would probably just go ahead and go for the highest quality that I could find. Not just, they say don't buy the slab, buy the coin, but I would probably sit tight on my money. Here's another Carson City, 83. I put it in this slab myself, but again, another coin that I don't know. I can't really tell if that has been whizzed or cleaned or what. And that is the issue with unslabbed coins, with raw coins, is they're only as authentic and untouched as the buyer tells you. Okay, page number 3. How about an 1883 O New Orleans Mint? Beautiful MS64. Gorgeous coin. I guess I paid about 70 bucks for that. Here's another Carson City. Raw. 1884. Here is an 1884 O MS64. Beautiful luster on that one. That's what I want every coin to look like. Just get that cartwheel on there where there is no doubt that it's uncleaned. Yeah, let's check that Carson City again. See, no cartwheel. Highly suspect. Even though that is a several $100 coin in this condition, in this grade, if it's cleaned, who knows what it's worth, right? Better than a poke in the eye and a good placeholder, but not what I want. There's an 1884 Carson City, so here we go, MS64. There's the real deal, guys. Look at the cartwheels. Oh, that's beautiful. See, you look at something like that and you're like, wow, there is something I can really pass on to the kids. That is only going up in value, in my opinion. And actually, if I didn't already say it, as I have reviewed the performance of everything from bullion to semi-numismatics to numismatics, these, including Morgans, these Morgans have appreciated better. If you don't have numismatics in your stack, if you're diversifying with something like Bitcoin and you haven't considered something like this, at least in MS64 or above, take a look at that. Take a look at that, guys. Here's another $200 MS65. It's an 1885 New Orleans. Just gorgeous. How could you ever be sorry that you owned this, right? I wouldn't want to sell them in desperation. You'd have to list them. I wouldn't give them away to a local coin store, right? If I was in desperate need, so I wouldn't put that kind of money into these coins. Where did I get this one? Coin shop. So he said that is authentic. Not as much luster as I would like. Here's another MS65. Original green holder. Perfect coin. If there's a flaw in this coin, I am not the one to find it, I gotta tell you. Maybe there on the wings a little bit. Beautiful. If that upgrades to a 66, then ka-ching, right? You're in the money. Okay, that's number 3. Guys, this video has been long enough, so I'm not gonna go through the second book, but a lot of great coins in this book here. Just some more beautiful MS64s. You can't see it through all that glare. Getting a little toning around the rim on some of these. Yeah, there's a raw one where somebody has handled that with peanut butter hands or something. So again, if I'm going to collect any numismatic like this, they are going to be graded, especially when you get into $200, $300 coins. I'm not taking the risk any longer. There are some more raw ones that I have purchased. Anyway, guys, so do consider, don't get one of those, okay? Don't get an ANAC, A-N-A-C, graded coin. Not with the Morgans. You do not want Annex. You want PCGS first. I think NGC is a second, and then you're golden, right? And raw. Absolutely, only if you can get it from somebody you trust. You don't want them to be clean, because you're going to have thousands and thousands of dollars tied up in this collection. And once you get going, you're going to want to keep going. So go down the right track, guys. Okay? All right, Louie signing out.